Imagine a delicate underwater flower, but wait, this is no ordinary plant. It's alive, it's a master of disguise, and it's an incredible engineer of the seafloor. Meet Sabella spallanzanii, a creature that builds its own home and sways gently in the underwater currents like a mesmerizing dancer. Today, we'll uncover the secrets of this fascinating sea inhabitant that might surprise even seasoned ocean lovers. Imagine a delicate underwater flower, but wait, this is no ordinary plant. It's alive, it's a master of disguise, and it's an incredible engineer of the seafloor. Meet Sabella spallanzanii, a creature that builds its own home and sways gently in the underwater currents like a mesmerizing dancer. Today, we'll uncover the secrets of this fascinating sea inhabitant that might surprise even seasoned ocean lovers. Sabella spallanzanii, also known as the Mediterranean fan worm, is a marine wonder. It looks like a soft plume or a blooming flower with its radiant, feathery crown. But don't be fooled. This creature is far from fragile. It builds its tubular home using mud and sand, sticking to rocks, underwater structures, and even artificial reefs. The fan-like structure isn't just beautiful. It's vital for its survival. Sabella uses its feathery gills to filter plankton and tiny particles from the water, like an underwater vacuum cleaner. What's even more fascinating, the moment this worm senses danger, it vanishes instantly. In the blink of an eye, the crown retracts into its tube, leaving no trace of the vibrant plume. Found across the Mediterranean Sea and other warm coastal waters, Sabella spallanzanii plays an important role in the ecosystem, cleaning the waters and creating habitats for smaller marine organisms. Next time you're exploring the sea or looking into an aquarium, keep an eye out for these masterful architects. They're nature's hidden gems, quietly working their magic below the surface. The secret life of Sabella spallanzanii, nature's underwater engineer. At first glance, Sabella spallanzanii seems like a fragile underwater flower. Its plume-like crown dances with the rhythm of the ocean, swaying gently as if part of the seabed itself. But look closer, and you'll discover a remarkable creature. A marine worm that combines elegance with engineering brilliance. Sabella spallanzanii, also called the feather duster worm or fan worm, is an annelid, a segmented worm species that lives inside a self-made tube. These creatures can reach lengths of up to 30 to 40 centimeters, though most are smaller, hidden among the rocks and seafloor. The tube it constructs is nothing short of a masterpiece. Made from fine grains of sand, mud, and mucus, the tube provides protection and stability. Picture this. Sabella's delicate, feathery crown emerges from its tube, expanding like an umbrella to capture food drifting in the water. These colorful gills aren't just beautiful, they're multifunctional. They serve two critical purposes: filtering tiny food particles like plankton and oxygenating the worm's body. When the water carries a rich flow of nutrients, Sabella thrives, acting as a natural cleaner of the ocean. It removes particles suspended in the water column, which helps improve visibility and maintain a healthy environment for other marine species. But Sabella spallanzanii is also a master of self-defense. At the faintest vibration, whether it's a shadow, a passing fish, or your curious hand, it reacts instantly. The feathery crown retracts into its tube at lightning speed, leaving nothing but a lifeless-looking cylinder. This reflex helps the worm avoid predators and blend perfectly with its surroundings. Sabella is most commonly found in warm, coastal waters, like the Mediterranean Sea, but it has also spread to other regions, adapting quickly to new environments. Its ability to attach itself to underwater structures, shipwrecks, and artificial reefs means it plays an important role in building underwater communities. Small marine creatures, like tiny shrimps and juvenile fish, often use Sabella's tubes as shelter, creating a microhabitat bustling with life. Despite its beauty and ecological role, Sabella spallanzanii is also considered an invasive species in some regions, spreading rapidly due to human activity. It can outcompete local marine life for food and space, highlighting how delicate the balance of underwater ecosystems can be. Whether in your aquarium or on the seabed, Sabella remains one of nature's marvels, an elegant, hardworking architect that quietly contributes to the health of the marine world. Next time you spot this underwater plume, take a moment to appreciate its beauty, its survival skills, and its role as a tiny but vital cleaner of the ocean depths. Extended detailed script. The underwater world is full of surprises, and Sabella spallanzanii is one of its most enchanting secrets. Picture a living plume, vibrant and delicate, appearing like a flower blooming on the ocean floor. But this flower has a brain. Well, a very simple one, and an incredible set of instincts to survive in a world full of predators, currents, and constant changes. Sabella belongs to the group of marine worms called polychaetes. Unlike other marine creatures, it doesn't swim, hunt, or chase prey. Instead, it stays anchored in one spot, building its home, a vertical tube that protects it like a fortress. The tube, made of sand and secretions, hardens over time, becoming a stable refuge. Let's talk about its crown, the main star of Sabella's appearance. This crown, made of two spiraled fans called radioles, serves as a multifunctional tool. Each radiole is covered in tiny, hair-like structures called cilia, which create a gentle current, pulling microscopic food like plankton into the worm's mouth. Watching Sabella feed is mesmerizing. It filters the water with precision, letting nutrients flow through while ignoring unwanted debris. This feeding method makes Sabella a natural filter feeder, helping to clean and purify the ocean. Interestingly, Sabella's fan crown is also its respiratory organ. As water passes through, oxygen is absorbed, allowing the worm to breathe. It's an elegant system, one part beauty, one part survival. But life underwater is far from peaceful. Sabella spallanzanii is constantly surrounded by threats. Small fish looking for a meal, crabs that might disturb its home, or even shadows passing above that could signal danger. Sabella's defense is as swift as it is clever. In less than a second, the colorful fan retracts completely into the tube. It's like a disappearing act, a survival strategy that leaves predators confused and empty-handed. And here's something truly fascinating. Sabella's tube isn't just a home for itself. Over time, its structure becomes a hotspot for marine life. Small fish, shrimp, and other tiny creatures take shelter around it, turning Sabella's tube into a mini reef, a community in itself. In a way, Sabella spallanzanii becomes an architect of the seafloor, building habitats for others while quietly going about its business of filtering the water. As beautiful as it is, Sabella has also become a traveler, spreading beyond its native waters of the Mediterranean Sea. Hitchhiking on ships, it has been introduced to distant oceans, where it thrives in new habitats. In some places, it's now considered invasive, growing in large numbers and competing with local species for food and space. This reminds us of how interconnected the underwater world is, and how human activity can shape the lives of even the smallest creatures. Despite this, Sabella remains a symbol of balance and beauty. It reminds us that nature has its own engineers, creatures that quietly clean, build, and sustain underwater ecosystems without fanfare or recognition. So, the next time you look at a reef, dive into the sea, or even glance into a saltwater aquarium, take a moment to appreciate this incredible worm. Sabella spallanzanii is a tiny, unsung hero of the ocean, an underwater architect, a delicate dancer, and a vital piece of the marine puzzle.